Hello everyone and welcome to Gas Protocol. Gas transactions are a massive friction point for onboarding new users. To get someone onboarded who is entirely new to Web3, they have to create a wallet, who has a native token, just to get started with their first transaction. If you're a developer with a new protocol, game, or NFT project, this can be where a lot of potential users drop off. So we, the Gas Protocol, aim to solve this problem. Now here is our user who is in confused state on how to enter into Web3. With all these different native tokens on different blockchains, he is in a confused state on how he can get started towards his journey. And the aim of Web3 is to onboard the next billion new users. And we are in the support of this idea. So he's thinking about Safe. Are you too thinking about it? So our gas protocol, the backend is built with Safe and account abstraction in the place. Enough of talks, let's get into the demo part. Welcome to our project, the Gasless World. We back the best protocols. We make union of newbies to amazing protocols in 3 easy steps. You have to just create a safe account, and which is with account abstraction, and you have to select the protocols with which you want to interact, and then you can just create a transaction. And that's how we make easy steps. So are you a protocol or are you a user? Now let's see a flow Now let's see how a user can use our platform. So first, you have to create a safe account. Notice there is no connect wallet button like connect to MetaMask or something. So these are the 3 easy steps on how you can create your safe account. You have to just log in. You can log in with Google, connecting with Google. And just like that, you get an owner wallet address along with your safe details. So this is my safe created, which I can see on the Explorer page too. And currently, this is the balance in my safe. There's also a deployment, safe deployment button where you can just send a transaction. This safe would hold your native tokens and all other balances. So this is how easy it is for the users to onboard on a platform. No connect with MetaMask button or any other wallet. You can just create a safe account with Web2 protocols. Now let's see how a protocol interacts with our app. So by registering as a protocol, the protocol share with us their relay API key, and we store it by encrypting it using lead protocol, and we store it on tableland. Now, as you can see on the protocol page, here are the different protocol integrations that we have set for an example, like the MakerDAO protocol and the A protocol. And you can see the contracts associated with them and the whitelisted wallet addresses that can use their gasless services. Now, if you want to register on our dApp, just click on register as a protocol. This will take you to, and by filling this form, you can register as a protocol on a dApp. For example, let's say we want to register for ApeCoin. Now we would need the encrypted API key. This would redirect you to Gelato, where you can create your protocol like ApeCoin DAO. You would need smart contract address. This would be the address of the protocols, for example, this. And this would fetch all the functions that they wish to make the gas list, for example, minting and the transfer function, and allow from safes so that all our users who have the safe account can use it. Now they have to just create this account. An API key would be generated, and this would be, now this API key won't be submitted, but here we encrypt the API key using lead protocol, and we get an encrypted string out of it, and we can just copy the encrypted string. The only person who can decode it is our protocol address, so it's safely there, and we can just write all these details and store it in tableland. Also the contract address, for example, in our case, this was the contract address, and the whitelisted addresses as well. After filling all the details, we can store this in the tableland by just clicking on the right button. And all this would be securely stored in the tableland. And for example, we have this MakerDAO data already stored with this address. This is the encrypted API key and the contract addresses. We can also set multiple contract addresses by just pressing enter and enter. And we can see it all under the whitelisted contracts and the whitelisted addresses. So this is how new protocols register on our dApp to make their users' life gasless. Now let's see how users interact with our app. So first, the users can register and create their safe wallet, as we have discussed. Then they can sign in with Sysmo. By signing in with Sysmo, they can generate ZK proofs that they might want to show to the protocols who need specific proofs. For example, you are a part of a DAO, you own an NFT. That is, all those details could be generated by a ZK proof, and this Sysmo helps us in doing it. And you can just simply generate ZK proof. And when you want to do transactions gasless by interacting with the protocols, you can submit it to them. Now we are on the users page. For example, once you have generated the ZK proof, this one, then you can submit this proofs to different protocols for the confirmation of the whitelisting. And now let's say you want to interact with this protocol. So just clicking on the third tab would take you to slash transaction slash this contract address for executing the transactions. When you go on the transaction slash the contract address page, here's a button to initiate. This would initiate you as a signer. Now here you have to just enter the contract address, which would be automatically fetched. Now notice how your transaction is created on the right hand side to address and the select function to call. You can call any function, mint, transfer, transfer from, permit, mint. Let's call the minting function. Let's set the amount. So this would be my amount. And let's get the gas fees needed for it. So now we see the gas fees needed to deploy this is this much gas fees. But notice how this transaction would be relayed and we would need zero gas fees because all our gas would be paid by the protocols that are sponsoring us. Now let's click on create transactions. Now notice this is not a transfer request. This is just for signing as I am the owner of it, the safe. Now our transaction would be created in a second. And in the console, we get a response, which is the transaction hash, and it's gelato relay transaction. So the task ID that we have, the task state, and it's still pending, but in a second, it would end up in a success state. And we would have minted this much amount of tokens. We can check on the Explorer to find that yes, execute with sign fee collector and a one of this ape token was minted to us and we paid absolutely zero gas fees because all our gas was paid by ApeCoin DAO basically. And that is all from our side, the gas protocol. Goodbye.